Hi guys, welcome again. So today we'll be talking about how you can build your own tutor using ChatGPT. Okay, so this is a what you call 老师 GPT that I've built myself using logic, using a knowledge base where users can kind of like go back and forth talking to the ChatGPT and asking him, how do you say this, how do you write this, how do you pronounce this in Mandarin, etc., right? So if you really want to build something of any language, you can pretty much do it any language. Why I focus on Mandarin is because number one, it is the second biggest language in the entire world. Number two, it's probably not the most difficult, but if you can do it well and you can learn it yourself, you're pretty much in the 5% of your friends group, right? Because you can speak Mandarin. So when you can speak Mandarin, number three, people want to do business with you. Okay, so this is one way that you can use ChatGPT to kind of like self-help yourself and learn it quick, because there are a lot of things that books cannot do, that online tutors cannot do. They might have a good teaching system, but sometimes we don't have the time to go and sit down and look at the tutor, and the tutor looks at you and be like, yep, can you say 我的名字是 no one has the time for that. Sometimes you're on a train, you got your headphones, you got your phone, you got the internet, and you want access to learn it quick. You want to practice it yourself on the spot. So this is what I have come up with that maybe you can emulate based on strategies. Okay, now obviously the ChatGPT can do this, right? So if I ask ChatGPT to teach me in Mandarin, first it will ask you what is your proficiency, because an effective lesson is only as good depending on your level, depending on your starting level. Because if you're an intermediate, there's no point for you to go to a beginner stage, right? So you have to set the GPT to do all these things for you. So if I say, okay, I'm a beginner, I work in government, I want to impress my boss, who is Chinese. Okay, so we show you all these things, right? So it's a fantastic, formal greetings, blah blah blah. It will give you the pinyin so that you can actually see how it's pronounced, right? So you can listen to the pronunciations like this when you click on it. Okay, so obviously it's coming out with all the expressions, simple ones where you can start. Okay, you don't really need to learn how to write it. Okay, because I think speaking Mandarin, it's a fastest way to communicate with someone who does speak Mandarin. Okay, so you need to be able to practice it quick. You need to be able to look at how the characters look like and practice it over and over again, conveniently using your own ChatGPT, because you pay $20 a month, it's cheap. Like if you can't afford $20 a month, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, jokes on you, right? So continuing with this tutorial, I've built the instructions for the GPT to actually have the pronunciation. So if you can kind of like look at what it's trying to say over here, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So this is the problem that I have, that I realized with ChatGPT, because in order for you to be proficient in a language, you need to practice it. Okay, you need to know the simple things, and then you do like one words or maybe one sentences, then the next day you do two sentences. You need to gradually teach yourself and commit yourself to learn the language. Okay, so obviously this is some of the few things, and of course you can ask, what if I'm in a meeting and I want to speak to the Chinese officials, how do I start? For example, okay, because you're putting yourself in a situation, you are in your workforce, you are in a job, right? So you need to be able to learn Mandarin that you can apply on the spot, not learn too simple, learn something that is practical. All right, because to me all these things are practical. Say 大家早上好, because you can say, oh, everyone good morning. It's simple, right? You think anyone can speak this? No. But if you're someone who is interested to learn, you can build this for yourself and do it. Okay? So again, the pronunciations doesn't work. I do not know why. Which is why the next step, what we did from here, and all those AI guys who've been telling you the solutions to AI is everything, no. The solutions to AI and the economic solutions to the gaps that evolves in our society, you need to be able to identify what are those gaps. So we have actually built our own Mandarin GPT, because what you realize from here, okay, fine, you can read it, you can read the pinyin, but you don't know how it sounds like. So how are you gonna practice on your own time if you don't know how it sounds like? So we have built something similar, but I think it's better. It's kind of like one step ahead. Okay, you don't have a virtual teacher showing you how to. It's pretty much the same thing, but let me show you. Okay, teach me Mandarin, please. Okay, so it's a bit slow because we're using ChatGPT tokens to come out the solutions, but we actually have another chatbot interface that processes the information. Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing, right? So you compare to this, it's asking you what's your proficiency, what's your work, and a specific scenario. Okay, so I'm just gonna be lazy. I'm just gonna here. Okay, I'm just gonna ask it. Okay, so it's processing. So it's coming up with all these solutions. It's probably coming up with some logical thing that you're going to put inside. So it has its own definition of what a beginner is, and what an intermediate is, and what an advanced speaker is, right? So if this doesn't fail me, I believe for every sentences you have a voice that you can play and listen to your via your earphones, and you practice this on the spot. So if you know a few things, then of course you can make friends who are Chinese, and you can practice with them. That is how you be good in any language. If you're committed, you want to learn about it, and you want to be good at it, you have to practice it. So see, it has all the things right here, and not only that, it has the audio clips. So in order for you to practice,
早上好，老板。
see,
我很高兴您耳，我很高兴您耳，我会努力学习中文。
right? So if it's too quick, you can adjust the speed, right? You can adjust it half the speed, for example. Okay, you can go.
早上好，老板。
So when you hear and you look at how the pinyin is practiced, you can then do it on your own, do it any way you like, wherever you like, whether in your car, whether you're in the train, in the subway, whether you're waiting for someone for lunch. All right. So this is how we find solutions using AI to solve very niche and what we believe there are gaps in a lot of technologies. So guys, you can just come to our website and you just use it for free, and you can ask it anything, right? So I think maybe in the next video I can show you how you can build this based on a prompt engineering that system that we have, and going back and forth with ChatGPT until you find the instruction, use that instruction, and then you put into your chatbot interface, and then you can come up with all these things. Okay, see, even ChatGPT can come with this, right? And everyone's glorifying ChatGPT. I do not know why, because at the end of the day, it's not just the AI itself, it's how you instruct the AI to give you the best answer. Okay, so thank you for listening, and the next time I'll be showing you how you can do something similar for any languages. Okay, thank you guys.